Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Lydia. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So it has been quite a while since I filmed one of these videos, and since I've filmed in general. I have been trying to get my Disney videos out from my last trip in May. It has taken me quite a while. We've had some losses of some footage. It's totally fine. That just means I have to go back, but it is good to sit down and make a actual topical video about my life. I want to update you guys. Some things have changed since I got back home from my trip. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you don't know. So settle in. We are going to do a monthly reset. We're going to talk about my favorites from this month, some goals that I have for next month, goals that I had for this month, and all of the things. So settle in and we're going to go through that. Let me know down below what goals you have for August, what goals that you achieved in July. I love to hear, I love to get inspiration on goals because sometimes I'm very close-minded. I usually have the same goals over and over again and just kind of step them up a notch, like read 5 books instead of 4. So I would love to know what your goals are for August. So please forgive me. There's no telling what my dogs are going to do during this video. You'll probably see Buddy, hanging out in the back. Penny has been super clingy lately, which is totally fine by me. She's normally all over Lucas, and so she's been a little bit needy lately. So we're going to just let her do that, and it'll be okay. So first, I want to go over the goals I had in July. I do have my laptop right here, so I'm going to be looking at that. I also hope this lighting's okay. Still haven't found a filming spot in our house because we get pretty much no natural light. Just the direction of our home, all kinds of different things. That's a frustration of mine, but I'm trying to make the best of it. So here we are. But I'm sitting just looking out over our field. So hopefully this lighting's good. The chair's comfortable. Have a little bit of good background behind me. So that is that. Let's get into July's goals. So if you are new here, I break up my goals into 3 separate categories: personal, physical, and then social media. So in the personal goals for this month, I had read 5 books, clean out my dresser, nail down a cleaning schedule to limit overwhelm at night, limit sugar because I did go a little too hard in June. It was birthday month. You've got to live. And then find a breakfast that I love. The only goal that I marked off is find a breakfast that I love. We did not do so hot this month. Lots and lots and lots of stuff going on. I have been very, very busy. And so I just didn't tick off as many goals as I had hoped. And that's totally fine. I feel like some months I'll mark off, 3 or 4 out of the 5 goals. I may mark off 5. And some months I will mark off none or 1. So that's totally fine. We were out of town the 1st of July for the 4th of July holiday, spending time with friends. I'll go over that just a little bit in my favorites category, favorites section of this video. But we spent a long weekend in Florida, had the best time. I just didn't even think about cleaning out my dresser. I forgot that was even a goal. I need to check back in on these like once a week or twice a week. I have done a little bit better on cleaning in the evening, but my evenings throughout the week have been booked up a little bit more than normal. So kind of rearranging in this next month to figure that out. Limit sugar. Still went a little hard in July. That's totally fine. We didn't have as many sweets at home, but I don't think you can see him. He is just going crazy. She thinks that my jelly cat, I figured it out. She thinks my jelly cat is a toy. They have taken it off the shelf twice to play with. So that is her cleanliness issue. Figured it out. Okay. So, still went a little hard on the sugar, but I'm trying not to restrict myself too much because I am seeing progress in my weight loss goals, and stuff like that. So that's fine. And then I did find a breakfast that I love. I would love to find a few more breakfast items that I love. I'm really bad about going through Jack's, which is our local fast food chain that we have here in Alabama. I think there's a couple in some other southern states, but Jack's is my favorite. I grew up eating Jack's breakfast, and so I love to stop and get Jack's. It's expensive. So I just can't do that anymore. And it also does not make me feel great. So I don't want to spend the money to enjoy it in the moment, and then just not feel great afterwards. And it also usually does not align with my physical goals that I'm trying to achieve. So need to cut it out for the physical, for how I feel, and for the financial. It just doesn't make sense. So I did find a breakfast that I love. I think that I have also found a second breakfast. I'm going to try that out this week and hope for the best. But that is all for the personal. Penny. Now onto the physical goals. I wanted to work out 3 days a week. I wanted to focus on meal planning and protein intake. I wanted to whiten my teeth 2 times a week. Penny girl, no. Okay, so sorry about that. I had to feed Penny. She is a very toy-oriented dog. Treats don't affect her. So once she gets her eyes and her mind set on a toy that she wants to play with, like, it's over with. So she should be occupied for a minute. So now onto the physical goals. I wanted to be active 3 days a week, focus on meal planning and protein intake, whiten my teeth 2 times a week, and take progress pictures and measurements once a week. So I really knocked it out of the park with 3 active days a week. I just finished 8 weeks of working out. And so that is what you guys have missed. I don't think I've mentioned that, but I have been working out for the last 8 weeks, 3 days a week with my mother-in-law. It has been great. I feel great. I can tell differences in my body. It's fantastic. So I need to keep up the discipline and the good work and continue. So I'm excited to see what this next month I have. I want to change some things up. So I'm excited to see what August has in store for that aspect. I want to focus on meal planning and protein intake. Didn't do that. I didn't do terrible, but it really wasn't a focus. I was just kind of eating. Not terribly, not too much, but just kind of eating. So I really want to hone in on that since I have gotten better about working out and moving my body. Did not whiten my teeth 2 times a week. Don't even think I whitened them once, which is totally fine. It's not anything like necessary, but I would like to. I would like some whiter teeth, and then take progress pictures and measurements once a week, and I did do that. I take a progress picture every single time I work out, and post it on my Instagram stories as motivation to others, but more importantly as accountability for myself. So if you see that I did not post a workout picture on a Monday, Wednesday, or a Friday, message me and ask me what I'm doing, where I've been. Hold me accountable. The last goal category is social media. So I wanted to post 2 reels, TikToks, YouTube shorts, just short form content. I wanted to post 2 videos in July, and I did. I wanted to post 2 videos a week on YouTube. I wanted to hit 550 subscribers on YouTube, and I wanted to hit 1,650 Instagram followers. I think that I have hit 1,640 Instagram followers, which is more than I did have. I don't remember what I had. I feel like Instagram is a lot slower growing, which is totally fine. It's not really about the people count more than the growth of the community. I consider everyone that watches a friend, so I would really love if you would interact, comment, so I can see you. A lot of the times when you subscribe, I don't know. I just see a number added because of like setting differences. And so I don't see you if you don't comment. Don't feel pressured to comment, but I would love to interact with you guys and get to know you a little bit better. Kind of have a name to go with, the number of subscribers that I have. So I did not hit 550 subscribers on YouTube. From June to July, I think my goal was 475 in June, and I was so close to 500 subscribers at the end of June. So I didn't want to make my goal 500. I felt like that was a little too short. Not that it's about the numbers, but I feel like I'm doing something right if I gain subscribers, and so I'm putting out content that people enjoy as well as I enjoy. So I feel like that number for me really helps me to strive to work a little bit harder, edit a little bit more, add some new things, make some changes in my content. So that is kind of a drive for me. That is something that I can see, is that number. That's something like really tangible for me. So I wanted to hit 550 subscribers. I am at 527, which is still so insane to me. I have gained almost 30 new people over here to this little corner of the internet. I tell my husband probably once a week, I cannot believe that over 500 people choose to watch the videos that I put out. You guys choose to watch my Disney videos and be a part of that, and to watch, you know, what I do with my weeks and all of that stuff. So it still blows me away. And then the 1650 on Instagram, I feel like that number there is just a little bit more of a push to post more short form content, because I do enjoy posting on social media. I have loved to post on social media since I got it back when I was 13, and so I feel like I need a little bit of a goal there, because I can post 2 reels, but I need to be a little bit more active. I need to post more pictures. I'm very active in my stories. If you want to go follow over there, just a shameless little plug. I love keeping my Instagram stories up to date. So that is July's goals. It looks like to me that I didn't accomplish anything, but I wanted to share just a few things that I did accomplish in the month of July that were not on my goal list from June that you guys didn't see. And then we'll move on to August. We'll go through my TBR and my favorites, and we'll be done. Some things that I accomplished in the month of July that I didn't mention on any of my goal lists that I feel are super important and big milestones in my life and in my social media accounts. Just in general, I feel like I've done a lot in the month of July. I started going to the gym, like I mentioned, I believe back in the end of May, beginning of June. Really hot and heavy in the month of July. I was able to go to the gym without my mother-in-law, without my accountability. I showed up for myself, and that may sound like not a lot to you guys, but I struggle with PCOS. I was diagnosed at 13, and so simple things like that with a chronic illness, which I hate to admit that I have, I'm working on that. I'm working on kind of realizing that I do have a chronic illness that makes things a little bit harder for me. Not as an excuse, but to realize that, like, I'm not like other people, you know. I don't always have the energy to get up and do what other people do. So I was able to beat that PCOS, chronic fatigue. If you have PCOS, you understand the fatigue that comes along with it. But I was able to get up and go to the gym, and that has really helped with my fatigue. I'm still working on that brain fog. It has gotten better. But I've just shown up for myself and pushed and gotten out of the bed at 4:30 when I didn't want to. I've gone and I have not regretted it once. I also hit 500 subscribers this month. That has been a super long time goal of mine. I wouldn't say a long time goal since I've only been on YouTube for almost 2 years now, but that has been like a really big milestone that I wanted to hit, and it felt like it was never going to happen, and it did. And so many things come with that. I wrote a little love letter to you guys and just to this channel. It's over on the community tab on my page, so if you want to read that, go check it out. But that was a really big milestone that I hit in the month of July. Another thing that I did in the month of July that I really didn't have set up as a goal was I joined a Bible study group here in my hometown. It has been fantastic. It has been amazing. I have really enjoyed the community. My husband and I just recently left our church that we have been at for the last 7 years. Back in June, I believe, or the end of May. It's been a couple minutes, but I also haven't shared that. But we left our church that I led worship for 7 years. We were both very involved. We left in search of some community. The type of church that it is a church for recovering addicts. There are not a lot of people my age, and my brother and sister-in-law made a move. He is a youth pastor at another church now. So most of my family went with him, and so there were not many options at all for community. And we're in a season of life where we need some community. We need people to, you know, our age walk with us through what we're walking through. And so we are in search of a new church. I don't want to set a date or a timeline on when and where we find that church, because I don't want to rush the Lord, but it has really helped to start this Bible study. These women are older than me. That's totally fine, but it has been really nice to sit down with a group of women and just grow my relationship with the Lord. It's been in a rocky spot for quite a while, just ministering through burnout. I do miss leading worship terribly. I hope one day that I'll be able to do that again, but if I don't, that's totally fine. My season may be over, and that's fine. But those 3 things are some milestones and accomplishments that I have hit in the month of July that I hadn't really planned on, but they have really impacted and changed my life for the better. I just have to be so real and honest with you guys. I feel like videos like this, I get so nervous. I feel like I have to say the right thing and script myself. I need to just let loose and just talk to you guys like you're my best friends, because you are. So forgive me if things feel a little weird and stiff. I'm working on it. I'm working on talking to the camera on sit down videos like this. I feel like I make them so proper and official, and they do not have to be. They don't have to be. I don't even know why. I feel like I have no personality in these videos. So forgive me as I'm learning. I still learn every single day how to act and have a YouTube channel. But we are going to go to August's goals. Okay, so for the month of August, we are going to start with personal goals. The first goal that I want to hit this month is to read 5 books. I have a little bit of a TBR. I'll run you through that really quick. I don't normally have a TBR. I'm a big mood reader, so it's a little weird for me to have a TBR, but because I check out books from the library, that has really like shaped my TBR for this month. So I want to read Daisy and the Six. I'm covering up my library information. But Daisy Jones and the Six. This was recommended to me by Taylor Ackerman here on YouTube. I will link her channel down below. But she said this was a great book, so I'm super excited to read that. I also want to read Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I have checked this book out twice now. This is still my bookmark that I left in it from when I turned it in. I couldn't renew it anymore, and so turned it in with the bookmark, and I don't think anybody else checked it out. But I would love to get this Emily Henry book read so I don't have to check it out again. I also have The House in the Pines checked out from my local library. I started reading it but didn't get very far, so I would love to read that this month, or maybe I can renew it. Not super like, if I can renew it, I don't have to have it done this month, that's fine. I also want to read Just for the Summer. We are going to the beach, me, my mom, and my sisters. We are going to the beach weekend after next, and so I would love to get this book done. I feel like summer's over in my mind in July, but if I'm at the beach, it's still summertime, so I would love to read this book. I read a couple Abby Jimenez books in June, I believe, maybe May, but I think it was in June, and just loved her writing, so would love to read and finish that while I'm at the beach. And then the last book that I want to read is Happy Place. Taylor Ackerman and I are doing a online book club we started last month, and so this is our book for the month. We are not going to meet in July. It's very, very casual. It's not anything, you know, strict. So I'm hoping to finish reading this book this week, so maybe we can meet next Sunday and go over it. And I have no idea what we're going to read for the month of, I guess, August. I guess we'll meet 2 times in August. But so far, I'm really enjoying this book. I have read a few different Emily Henry books and loved every single one of them. So my next personal goal in August is to nail down a cleaning schedule. We're working on that. I made a chore chart because I'm now out of the house on Monday afternoons. I edit on Tuesdays. On Wednesdays, we have church, or we kind of sit at home. Thursdays, we do nothing. Fridays, it's always a toss-up. But the beginning of the week, I really, if it gets out of hand, it gets out of hand quick, and it's very overwhelming to, fix it. And so I spend all weekend cleaning. My next personal goal is to have a better morning routine on the days that I don't work out. I get up at 4:30 and go to the gym, and I'm able to get ready at the gym, so I'm able to curl my hair, put makeup on, and be a lot more put together. The mornings that I don't work out, I'm really bad about rolling out of bed 10, 15, 20 minutes before I have to leave, and if my straightener's in the car, I just kind of brush through my hair. I don't put makeup on, and I just do not feel put together. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I feel like I'm a mess. That's going to change up a little bit, and I'll let you know we'll get into that in just a minute. So I want to have a better morning routine on the days that I do not work out. I want to get up, fix myself breakfast here, be able to eat that and do all of the things, and then go to work and not feel stressed, feel put together, feel clean, pretty, whatever. And so that is something I'm going to focus on this month. I also want to start my skincare routine again. I feel like my face is just really greasy. It's breaking out from, you know, the sweat. I feel like it doesn't really matter how much I clean, shower, whatever after the gym. I just feel like I'm breaking out pretty bad, along with hormone stuff. It's just, I feel like I look like I did in high school. So really want to get that back under control. I really, really want to start a physical book club. I am looking at starting it in Birmingham. I would love to do it here at our house, but I don't want to invite a ton of strangers into our home. That makes me a little uncomfortable and scared. So I would love to start a physical book club this month, and then, of course, keep up with my book club with Taylor. We had such a great time last month. Such a great time. So I'm looking so forward to doing book club with her again. The next goals that I have are physical. I want to continue to focus on 3 active days a week, plus move up to 4 days a week by the end of the month. So I put both of those on there because I will not be moving up to 4 workouts a week this first week of August, because August starts in the middle of the week. The second week of August, I will be at the beach at the end of the week, and our condo does not have a gym, so I'm not going to stress out about that. So the last half of the month, I will probably focus more on adding another day. I've looked at doing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. My mother-in-law, she had kind of talked about Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I think 3 days in a row all of the time is going to be a little bit much. I'm afraid it's a little too soon to add 4 days a week, but I feel like I'm needing a little bit more. So we'll see if the 4 days a week does not work for me, and it starts to lead to a little bit more burnout. We will cut it out and go back to 3 days a week, because that really is working for me. But I would really love to move some things up, shake some things up, and just continue to move forward, because I'm really enjoying moving my body. So, and I feel like I do have the energy to go 4 days a week. I think I could go 5 days a week eventually, but I don't want to push myself too much, because then I just won't show up. So we'll see. I want to work on an eating plan, nothing too restrictive, but more mindful. I've gone a little bit crazy with the sweets, and with my insulin resistance, our sweets really do need to be just a treat, and I do not eat enough protein at all. So I really want to focus on that. I'm not gonna like count calories, I don't think, not right now, because I am seeing some good movement on the scale. More importantly, I'm seeing lots of changes in my body, which is fantastic. So I may start counting my macros, or keeping track of my protein intake. That's Calorie counting is way too restrictive to me, because I've had doctors tell me to cut my calories to 1,200 a day. I used to just really, really, really restrict myself, and it just was not great for me. I understand you have to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight, but right now I'm not to the point where I feel that I need to really, really restrict and really keep count of those calories. I just want to be a little bit more mindful of what I'm putting in my body, how much of it I'm putting in my body, and things like that. Just make some better decisions, but ultimately I want to be able to live and enjoy the foods that I enjoy. If it doesn't make my body feel good, then I won't eat it anymore. That's as restrictive as I'm going to be. If it makes me sick, I don't need to eat it, unfortunately. I love me some Alfredo, but the dairy just doesn't love me back. So, and the last thing is I want to take better progress pictures and measurements once a week. So we have been working out 8 weeks now. We're going into week 9, and all of my pictures are with big t-shirts, so I really can't tell a difference. But when I have my clothes off, I can tell where I've changed. My measurements have changed. So I'm wanting to take better progress pictures, maybe some more form-fitting clothes, which is like totally not me. I am always a big t-shirt with something over it type gal. Bearing my soul here, that is my security blanket, and my body deserves to be loved. even if it is a little dysfunctional at times. It deserves to be loved. I deserve to love myself, and I'm taking care of myself, so I have no reason to not love myself. So I'm working on it, but I want to take better progress pictures so I can see on days that I'm having a down day, the scale has not done what I want it to do, the measurements are not doing what I want it to do. I want to be able to look and see, wow, you really have changed, you really are working, you're doing a good job, keep it up. So that is the last of my physical goals. We're going to go into social media, and then we'll go to favorites, and we're done. So I want to post, again, 2 Reels, TikToks, YouTube Shorts. I think I could bump it up to 3 this month, but I'm just going to leave it at 2. I feel like that works for me. That's still a good bit of content going out. My next goal is to hit 575 subscribers. I feel like that is a lot. That is a lot. That is almost 50 subscribers in a month. But I'm going to shoot for the stars and hopefully hit the moon. It would be great if I hit 550. Really, at this point, I don't know. I don't know what my goals are. I have a goal of 700 by the end of the year. I'm really content with how things are going right now. I know things will definitely change once the Disney series is over, and it is almost over, unfortunately. So, again, that's fine. I understand that that is how things go, especially for a Disney YouTuber, but it is what it is. But I would love to hit 575 subscribers by the end of this month. If I don't, that's totally fine. But if I do, that's great. The next thing I'm going to try and grow to 1,650 Instagram followers, so 1,650. Again, that's not like a really rigid goal, but I do want to grow a little bit on Instagram because I'm very active over there, put a lot of effort into that. And then I want to edit some short form content that's in the backlog. I have videos on top of videos on top of videos from my Disney trip that I want to get to working on. I really haven't even looked over that stuff. It is extremely overwhelming to me to look back over and try and plan things because I took a lot. I think I ended up getting 3,000 pictures and videos from my Disney trip, which is like insane. And then my last goal for this month, and I think this could go for personal and social media, I want to change up my editing day. So Tuesday is my editing day. Wednesday is the day that my videos go live. And so normally I am like rushing to get everything done, and after I'm gone on Mondays, it is a lot. I just want to spend time with Lucas. He plays games on Monday, so I'd really love to not edit during the week and not rush to get it edited. So that may mean that I edit on Saturday and Sunday. I'm not really sure yet, but I would love to kind of shake some things up and not have to sit down and crank out a video in the middle of the week because my weeks are long, and most days I want to just sit down and read, hang out with Lucas, watch our show, do stuff like that. So those are my goals for August. I'm super excited. I feel like most of these are pretty attainable. I understand that the subscriber growth and the follower growth is not anything that I can really control, but it does give me, you know, a target to post, be consistent, change some things up with my editing. So I like to have that little goal put in for me so I have something to shoot for. Sorry if things look a little different. My camera battery died. All of my other camera batteries were dead, so this one I got charged up just a tiny bit, like halfway, so we're gonna have to go through the rest of this quickly. So we're gonna go into July favorites. I kind of put these in categories. I don't have that many. I'll show you the items that I have and kind of walk you through things, but we're going to start with memories. So spending the weekend with our friends in Florida the first week of July, we had the best time. We stayed super busy. We had a 4th of July celebration at the Bay. We spent the entire day outside. The next day we went to the river and then met up with some family friends for dinner. Different friends. We had dinner at the best, maybe not the best restaurant. This restaurant had the best dressing, salad dressing I have ever had. I'll put in the name of the restaurant. I won't pronounce it. The Foneris Brothers. It was like a Greek Italian restaurant, and their like house dressing. I don't even know what it was, but it was vinegary. Oh, it was spectacular. So that was super fun. And then a few weekends ago, not a few weekends ago, last weekend, Brendan and I went to a coffee shop and we planned our next Disney trip. Have all the details planned out, which is so, so exciting. I'll share with you, share with the channel, make a video on it, like a formal announcement when we get a little bit closer. But we planned our Disney trip together, and then we got matching jelly cats. So I've already shown you guys her in the video. Earlier on, she's got some grass and stuff in her hair from getting thrown on the floor. But I'm getting a FaceTime call. So I will be back in just a minute. So I'm back from the FaceTime call. I just chatted with a friend from high school, one of my sweet friends, Holly, and we just caught up, gave each other life updates. It's been great. So let's get back into where I was. We were on Memories. Brendan and I got together and we planned our next Disney trip together. We got matching jelly cats. This is Mater, and Brendan has the same exact one, and its name is McQueen. We are very obnoxious and love Lightning McQueen. So we have matching jelly cats. We also got matching plants. So we got this neon pothos. I could definitely 100% be saying that wrong. So she is not a plant girly, and I convinced her that she should get one. I think she most likely is glad she did. She's got a cute little pink pot that she's got it in. So I've been wanting a plant like this exact plant, for quite a while. And then I grabbed another one, this cutie little white and green, don't even know what it's called, but love plants. If you can't tell, I have a plant stand right over here, and then I'll show you my bookcase in a little bit. I have a stunning plant I bought last weekend as well at Walmart. So we did that, got coffee, plants, donuts, all kinds of stuff, and just had the best time. The next category that I have is food. Didn't have too many things here in this category. I really enjoyed fudge pops this month. That was our hyperfixation the first 2 weeks of the month. And then we have most recently gotten into strawberries and sugar-free Cool Whip. It is so, so good. Such a refreshing sweet treat at the end of the night. The last thing I have in this category is broccoli. I have really enjoyed just cutting up some broccoli, putting it in a pan with some avocado oil, some ranch seasoning, Tony's Tony's Cajun seasoning, garlic powder, and some salt. When I don't feel like making a whole dinner, just not like super hungry, Lucas and I are both super content with just eating a bowl of broccoli. So I'll probably eat that for dinner tonight. The next category is drinks. The only drink that I can think of that I really enjoyed this month was orange juice. We got a gallon of orange juice when we were in Florida at the beginning of the month, and I've just loved it since. So don't know how long that hyperfixation or whatever is going to last, but we have really enjoyed it this month. The next category that I have is media and influencers. So I have about a 15-minute commute to the gym in the mornings. So while while the town that I live in is still asleep, it feels like it's so quiet when I drive to the gym. I have enjoyed just listening to a little podcast while I drive. There's not a lot of noise going on. It's dark, so everything just feels a lot cozier and quiet. So I have really enjoyed the Countdown to the Castle podcast. The hosts are Marissa and Joey. Marissa reached out to me over on Instagram a few weeks ago and just said that we were Disney besties, and I feel like we've hit it off ever since. Love stuff like that. If you want to be friends, literally just tell me that we're friends, and there we go. I will be in your corner and support you like 1,000,000%. So on top of her just reaching out to me and that just kind of being how I am, I really do enjoy listening to her and Joey. I just love it. Their banter back and forth, the way that they just talk to each other, it's just so smooth. They don't step on each other. I mean, it's just great. Their episodes, obviously they're Disney related, so their episodes are not like what you would think traditional Disney. I feel like when I think about Disney podcasts, like I think of like a very specific like niche closed off kind of thing, and I feel like they've kind of stepped outside of the box, as well as the next podcast I'm going to mention. But they have done a 20 questions episode, budget list trip episodes. They're working on the budget trip episodes. They also throw in that information in there. They had a really, really good episode on the new lightning lane system that's coming out. So love them. Love Marissa. Just love it. The next person is Magically Caitlin. I feel like I mention her in every single one of these videos, but it's the truth. She could talk me through how to mow the grass or something, and I would watch it and fully enjoy it. She is just great. Love her. And she does a podcast with her husband, Austin, Mic'd Up Magic Podcast, and I listen to their podcast as well as Countdown to the Castle. Every single episode that they have come out. Both of them post on YouTube a video to go along with. I don't watch the YouTube videos for either because I just kind of throw it on Spotify, but if that's something you like, there's that. Caitlin also has a spectacular YouTube channel that, of course, I'll link down below. She's super, super sweet, super supportive, and she may not know it, but we're tight. Just really love to see what she's up to all of the time. Love to keep up with her on Instagram, and again, her videos are great. She just finished 75 soft, and so I just feel like we are so alike. I don't know, maybe we're not. I feel like you only see a little bit of people on social media, but I really do love her. She's super, super sweet. I feel like we'd really get along if we lived closer to each other, but such is life. The next creator I have been loving is Taylor Ackerman. We are also Disney besties, and I do not use that term loosely, like, literally, like, I can meet up with all of these people and just sit down, have coffee, whatever. But Taylor and I have been doing a book club together. We've done it one time, but we sat and talked for, I want to say 2.5, maybe 3 hours. I didn't really keep up with the time, but it really felt like we were old friends that just finally got to reconnect. So her videos are great. She has great book content. My favorite video of hers recently was her reset video, and I feel like she really stepped outside of the box with how she did her video, so really recommend her channel. So that is all of my creators for right now. Of course, there's Mackenzie Borg, Katie Brown, Blair Lamb Forever, but the people that I really like every time they upload, it's going to be Magically Caitlin, Caitlin Kelly, Countdown to the Castle with Marissa and Joey, and then Taylor. So next is kind of media that I've taken in. Sorry, let me mute that. How I Met Your Mother. That is the TV show that Lucas and I have been watching together, and it is insane how much I think about How I Met Your Mother. We are not watching it without each other, so not looked up any spoilers, anything like that. Loving it so much. So we are doing that. The last podcast that I listened to this month was Scamanda. Y'all, let me pull up the kind of synopsis of it so I don't spoil anything, but it was so good. It had me on the edge of my seat, and just blew my mind. So it is about this woman named Amanda. She's a wife, a mother, a blogger, a Christian. Amanda is dying with a secret she doesn't want anyone to know. She starts a blog detailing her cancer journey. She becomes an inspiration. She gets donations from her church, from famous people, and catches the attention of an investigative producer, Nancy. She then goes through this journey of trying to uncover Amanda's secret. So I feel like you can probably guess what the secret is. I just want to make sure. So yes, it is about a woman who has the secret, and it turns out she ends up sharing her secret, and they were able to piece together, what that secret was through her blog and her social media accounts that she was using to share about her life. So it was so good. It was surprisingly good. I think I knew what her secret was. It doesn't share it in the synopsis, the summary, but I feel like it's not very difficult to figure out. But it was such a good podcast. I'll pop up the picture of the cover so you know what to look for. And then my last media thing that I've been obsessed with, I am over Monopoly Go, and I'm now a Heyday girl. So I have been playing Heyday nonstop. That is why I have not read as much. So I really need to reel it back in with the phone consumption. But really been loving Heyday recently. I play that with my sisters and my mom. Next on the list is books that I've read. I read 2 books by Mary Kubica. I hope I'm saying that right this month. She's Not Sorry was the second book that I read, and Local Woman Missing was the first one. So I thought they were both really good. Yes, I do. I have another Mary Kubica book, Just the Nicest Couple, that I'm reading on my Kindle. So I can read this at a slow pace without having to worry like I do my library books. But really, really enjoyed those books. There's that. And then the next book that I've really been enjoying is this Bible study that I've been doing. It is a study on Habakkuk, learning how to live with faith. So Lucas and I are walking through just this season in life where we need a little bit more faith to get through than normal. And so I'm doing this Bible study with 3 other women, and it has been great. Just the community, but also just the subject matter. It's been great. I just have so many thoughts, and I've learned so much so far. So I've really, really enjoyed this. If you are into stuff like this, I highly, highly recommend. If you're not, that's also fine. You're welcome here, and love to have you. But the next thing is the miscellaneous category. I really, really enjoyed working out, which I've gone into detail ad nauseum, so I won't touch on that anymore. And then editing my Disney vlogs. While there has been some heartache with losing a full day of footage. I also lost some pictures that I took when the SD card corrupted. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. It stinks the most because I was actively exporting those last videos to edit. And so I was so close, yet so far. So that has been difficult to kind of deal with. But at the end of the day, it's totally fine. So I've really enjoyed editing my Disney vlogs, and I feel like I've changed the way that I edit up just a little bit and have been adding some fun new stuff, so I'm growing there. And then the last category is purchases. My first purchase is this L'Oreal Elvive Hyaluron Plump 72-hour hydrating shampoo. This is not the nicest, probably not the best shampoo to use, but I have a very sensitive scalp, and so I have used all kinds of expensive shampoos, and it's just not working for my hair or my scalp. So this, it smells spectacular. Like, I just love it. It smells so good, and also my hair, I feel like, looks so much healthier, and my scalp loves it, and so that's all that matters. The last item that I have really, really, really been loving is my motion sickness goggles, my motion sickness glasses. Anytime I'm in the car and I'm not driving, I'm wearing them. Do I look silly? Yes, I do. But I love them so much, and I can't even tell you how they work. I don't understand the science, but I do know that they do work. And if it's a placebo effect, I'm all for it, because I can sit in the car and like look at anything other than the road without like needing to use a doggy bag. So I'm enjoying it. So that is my favorites. That is my TBR. That's my goals for August. You've seen my goals for July, you know, where they fell there. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see more day in the life content, follow me over on Instagram. That link is down below. I'll have put the handle up multiple different times. I would love to know, with the Disney content winding down, what would you like to see from me? I feel like my book only content did not do very well. Are you guys readers? Do you want me to post book content? If not, I will just kind of couple it, put it in these kind of videos. But I'd really love to know what you would like to see. We have fall coming up very, very soon, and I have tons and tons and tons of ideas and things I want to film, things I want to do. So there is that. Hopefully I will have another packing vlog for you guys, just for a quick trip to the beach, because I know you love videos like that. Lots of people do. I love a good pack and prep vlog, so lots more to come. There's no shortage of Disney videos, or there's no shortage of videos. I do have a couple more Disney videos after my last park vlog that I have to roll out. I have a post-trip haul, what we got in Disney World, and then I have a Disney Magic Mail. I got some pin mail in, so an unboxing for that, but lots of stuff coming. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.